and welcome back to the another episode of Daily Quiz for UPSC Prelims 2025. It is 29th July today, and we are going to discuss at least 10 questions in this session. You know, every day on this YouTube channel we upload two videos. In the first one, we discuss the current affairs which are relevant for your preparation. We try to break those current affairs into the simplest language so that you can get more information from them. And in the evening session, we upload this video in which we discuss those current affairs in the question form so that it will help you revise your current affairs and also give you an idea how the questions could be asked in your exam. And with that, we also discuss few previous year questions every day in this video so that you will get an idea how the questions used to come in the exam, how the questions do come in the exam, how they look like in the exam, and what are the ways you can solve your questions in your exam. And also it will help you gain much more information regarding your subjects. As you know, right now we had completed the questions related to the ancient history, and we had taken the medieval history right now, and we would discuss questions, some of the questions asked with respect to the medieval history. Now, without any delay, first I would like to request you guys, please do subscribe the channel and do share it with your friends so that they will also get benefited, and please do like the videos, and also do write in the comments if I do need to make any changes in my teaching style. Now, without any delay, let's start with the question number one. We discussed in our current affairs session, we discussed about the California forest fires, how that happened because of the because of an accident. Usually, it was the man activity which led to that forest fire. So with respect to the California forest fires, we have here a question. We have four statements here. Let's discuss them. Let us see which of these four statements are correct. Statement 1 says California experiences a Mediterranean climate characterized by hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters, which contributes to the frequency of forest fires. This is 100% true. Statement 2, the state has implemented controlled burning techniques as a preventive measure to reduce the risk and intensity of wildfires. This is also true. Statement 2 is also true. Statement 3, recent forest fires in California have been predominantly attributed to human activity. 100%. This is also true. Statement 4, the state's topography with its varied elevations and wind patterns plays a significant role in the spread of wildfires. It is also true. So for the question number 1, all the four statements are correct. Now coming to the question number 2, it talks about the Druze community. We discussed it with respect to the Israel-Palestine war. We discussed it how 12 people were killed in how 12 people were killed in Golan Heights, which is occupied by Israel right now. So let's discuss this question here. Here about Druze community, it is the first statement that Druze are a religious minority primarily found in Lebanon, Syria, and Israel. 100% true. Option 2, Druze religious beliefs incorporate elements of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism or Gnosticism, and they follow a distinct religious doctrine known as the Druze faith. This is also 100% true. Option 3, the Druze community has a centralized religious leadership with authority vested in a single religious leader. It is incorrect. We have there they have uncentralized religious leadership. There we see hierarchy in this. So option 3 is incorrect in the question number 2. Option 4, Druze men are typically required to serve compulsory military services in the Israeli Defense Forces. 100% true. So for the question number 2, option 1, option 2, and option 4 are the correct options. Only incorrect option in question number 2 is option 3. Now moving forward, we have the question number 3. It talks about the CITES convention. We discussed it with respect to the Agar Woods. We discussed it in the detail. Now let's see what the question asks here. It says which of the following statements regarding the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora are correct. So we have to find out which of the following statements are correct. Statement 1, CITES is an international agreement aimed at ensuring that international trade in wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. 100% true. Option B, CITES divide species into 3 appendices based on their conservation status, with Appendix 1 listing species that are the most endangered, 100% true, and Appendix 3 listing species that are protected in at least one country, 100% true. So statement 2 is also correct. Now coming to the statement 3, it says member countries are required to implement trade restrictions for species listed in Appendix 2, which include species that are not necessarily threatened but may become so without trade controls. Option 3 is also correct. So for the question number 3, all the 3 statements are correct. Now coming to the question number 4, it talks about which of the following countries brought out climate laws recently. We discussed it in our class. Also, we discussed it in the current affairs session. So for this question, the correct option would be option D. It is South Africa. They brought up the climate laws recently. Now coming to the question number 5, it talks about dark oxygen recently seen in news. Is what is dark oxygen? We discussed about it in detail. Now let us see what are the options here. A, oxygen formed by electrolysis in labs. No, it is incorrect. B, polluted oxygen emitted in coal mills. This is also incorrect. It is absurd statement itself. Option C, there is no such thing. This is also incorrect. Option D, oxygen found in deep sea where no sunlight is available. So for the question number 5, the correct option would be option D. Now coming to the previous year questions, it is assertion based. This question is assertion reason based. So here the question number 6 says, during the Akbar's time, for every 10 cavalrymen, the Mansabdars had to hold 12 horses. This is 100% true. For reason for that is the horses has to be rested while on march and replacements were necessary in times of war. So both the statements are correct here, and reason follows the assertion. So in the question number 6, both the statements are correct. Coming to the question number 7. Now coming to the question number 7, here it says, one consisting feature found in the history of southern India was the growth of small regional kingdoms rather than large empire. Because of what was the reason of the growth of the small regional kingdoms rather than large empires? So was it because of the absence of metals like iron? No, it is not the correct reason for that. Option B, too many divisions in the social structure. It is not also the correct reason. Option D, scarcity of manpower. Neither this one. Option C, absence of vast areas of fertile land. This is the correct reason for which there was the rise of small regional kingdoms rather than the large empire. So for the question number 7, the correct option would be option C. Now coming to the question number 8, it says the king was freed from his people and they from their king. On whose death did Badoni comment this? So who was this unfortunate king on whose death it was said that king, when he died, it was said that the king was freed from his people and the people were freed from their king. Was he Balban? No. Was it Alauddin Khilji? No. Was he Feroz Shah Tughlaq? Neither, not him. Was he Muhammad bin Tughlaq? 100% he was Muhammad bin Tughlaq because of his policies, absurd policies of Muhammad bin Tughlaq and his decisions. He was, it was said on his death. So for the question number 8, it is option C, the correct option. Now coming to the question number 9, it says the striking features of Jama Masjid in Srinagar completed by Zainul Abidin includes. What are the striking features of Jama Masjid in Srinagar, which was built by the King Zainul Abidin? Is it turret? Yes. Similarity with Buddhist pagodas, 100% true, and Persian style. This is also correct. So for the question number 9, all the 3 statements are correct. All the 3 options are correct. To the last question of today's discussion, it talks about we have to match the following. If you had followed me, you would definitely know whenever such questions do come, I match them correctly when I ask such questions to avoid any confusion. For the option A, William Hawkins, he visited Jahangir, 100% true. Sir Thomas Rao, he visited Jahangir, this is also correct. Trevor Near to Shahid Jahan, this is also correct. And Manusi to Aurangzeb, 100% true. So for the question number 10, all the statements are matched correctly. So with this, we complete today's discussion. I hope you would like the video and I hope you will share it with your friends. So thank you very much for staying with me.